Good morning. It's your boy Red Grant in the morning, Monday, June 30th, 2025. Look, man, last day of Men's Mental Health Month. I feel good. I look good. I smell good. I'm good. Coming up on the show, man, we got a lot going on. Beyonce gets stuck in the air. Landscaper throws a big party at his client's mansion, and Candace Owens is beefing with President Trump. All coming up on Red Grant in the morning. But before we get to that, man, I had a great and amazing week, and I hope y'all did too. You know, everybody don't have a great and amazing week. We can't act like, everything's all good. But this week was amazing. I hosted the ABIS, which is Advancement Beyond in Sports. It was excellent. Look how good I look. I had a good suit on, I'm sharp. Me and my wife went out. She had the great purple dress on. We was fly to death. And I just want to thank them over there at the ABIS for allowing me to host their event. We honored the wizard himself, Walt Williams, John Lucas, Artie Duncan, who was the Secretary of Education for Barack Obama. And it was just a fabulous. I want to thank April over there, and she did an amazing job putting this together. Shout out to you. You always do a wonderful job for us. And just the whole staff over there who just pulled it off. Also, my daughter Peyton and my co-host of Girl Dad Sports is going to start this week. Did 2 basketball camps, one at Towson University and one at Howard University. So I want to shout out the coaches over there. Miss Ty Grace at Howard University. Thank you for our bags. Thank you for our gear. We are HU, and I just feel like, even though I ain't go to HU, for all of those who went to HU, I'm a DC dude. I always felt like I was a Howard University student, even when I wasn't. But shout out to Hampton University too, because they fighting against each other. Who's a real HU? But you know, what I'm saying I live in DC. You know. And all love to all of the AAU parents, man, out there, because y'all got a hard job. You know, I'm an AAU parent, and it's not easy. Keep pushing your kids and keep pushing yourself. You know, we're gonna get them through it, and we're gonna get through it together. Also went to Baltimore this weekend to see my man Mark Curry at the Baltimore Comedy Factory. He was amazing, destroyed it. That's my brother. I got a chance to hang out with him afterwards, and you know we laughed like crazy. Mark's different, and I love his differentness. And Mark's always been, to me, one of the kings in this game, and he should be getting his just due. And I can't wait till his new special comes out. So Mark Curry, shout out to you. I see you this weekend at the Cat Williams Heaven on Earth tour in Oklahoma at WinStar. Make sure y'all get it. It's a few tickets left. Get them. And shout out to all the Native Americans who always bring us in, because we are natives. I had to beat the heat this week, and I know some of y'all had to beat the heat too. It was hot as hell. Was it hot where you was at? Because it was hot where I was at. I'm talking about 108 degrees, 110, and we wasn't in Vegas. In DC, Maryland, and Virginia, it was 108 degrees. And one day, I just had to beat the heat. I don't know how y'all beat the heat, but call in today and tell me how y'all beat the heat. 202-912-0216. You know, we got to stay cool this summer, you know, and I know a lot of y'all know how to beat the heat. My way of beating the heat this week, me, my wife, my daughter Peyton, we went over my sister Chantel and my brother-in-law Skip house to beat the heat because they got a pool. And we soaked in the water like it was taking a bath. You ever just get in the water? We stayed in the water at least 3-4 hours. I'm talking about got in it, got a nice little sun on us, stopped in DC at the wharf to get some crabs for my wife because she loves crabs. I had to get the crab legs for myself with the shrimp for me. But, you know, I used to like the crabs back in the day, and I'm a DC dude. I eat crabs, so I know how to eat them real good. But I just don't feel like messing with it. I just rather crack a crab leg. How many people, if you're a crab leg person or a crab person, holler at me today, too, 202-912-0216. But we did get a chance to soak in the water. Good morning to you. Have a great day or more. I see you out there. We did get a chance to soak in that water, and it felt good. Thank you, Chantel. Thank you, Skip, for allowing us to soak in your good old water. I'm doing something special because I forgot last week was me and my wife's anniversary. We both forget every year. I don't know how we do it, 18 years strong, but we never remember our anniversary. It's on June 23rd. It was last Monday. We didn't realize it until our daughter told us in the swimming pool, you know, it's y'all anniversary. So I'm doing something special, you know, for her birthday this year. On August 31st, I'm doing Red Grants Virginia Trail Ride. Yes, sponsored by the Velvet Room in Jarrett, Virginia, next to Emporia, Virginia, next to Skippers, Virginia. All my VA people, y'all pull up, bring your fans, tents, and a great spirit. We're going to do a festival style. All the vendors, if you want to be involved, you can be involved. You can call 347-336-9435. That's 347-336-9435. If you want to be a part of Red Grants Trail Ride, it's going to be amazing. Right now, the tickets where we have pre-sales, and they are low. So get them while they low. But also, I'm shooting in Atlanta August 1st through the 15th. I'm doing an open casting call for my new show. I'm not going to tell you what the name of my new show is, but August 1st through the 15th, I'm shooting my new show in Atlanta, Georgia. We're doing open casting calls for that. So you can hit Red Grant on IG and DM me if you want to be involved. Sad news, Walter Scott, co-founder of the R&B group The Whispers, passed away after a long battle with cancer. If you are not a music anthologist like I am, you know, the Whispers changed our lives. The Whispers changed the environment of music. My My mom used to play the Whispers all day long when I was a kid, and I could just remember all of the great parties they used to have. And we just sending love to the angels to protect Walter Scott and prayers for the family and his twin brother and everybody in the group and everybody around the world who loved the Whispers. I downloaded the Whispers greatest hits album, and me, Mark Curry, rolled back from the club the other day just singing "When the Beat Goes On," and it's a sad time, but we're gonna make sure we give that great energy because the Whispers changed our lives, and it ain't nothing like great music. So if you can download that album, support the Whispers, and just go back. Sometimes you just got to go back. I know my man Zoo is somewhere close, man. I want to bring Zoo in today because last week he couldn't get on because of troubleshooting. This week he got his mic. Unmute your mic, Zooey.
And listen, Xfinity, count your days. Knocking whole blocks off.
Infinity did you up like that, Zooey?
Well, where we at? I'm in East Point. And it's known to have power outages, and we've been doing pretty good for the most part, but these storms have been different lately.
Right.
Yeah, they've been knocking stuff loose, but we good. We back up against the wall.
Man, see, you got your Miller all over yourself. Corey, Zooman, Miller, Zevin, Media.
I'm feeling like myself, bro. I'm feeling like me today.
Like you're looking like yourself, man. You're looking like yourself. You shiny. You got all your jewels on. You got your protections on. Your stones. What stone is that?
That's DC Comics. That's the ruby right there. No, that's DC Comics. That's Green Lantern right there. That's Doctor Strange right there.
It's a funny story. I remember we was at the show one day, man. This is a funny story. Nobody knows some of our funny story. Kat, don't be mad at us because we tell our funny story.
Oh, I just told this one.
So Zoo, every week Zoo have been having a piece on, right? So, 3 straight weeks he had been adding a piece. He had been adding a piece. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, KW says, Zoo, nobody's gonna say anything?
Yeah, don't leave that out. Nobody's gonna tell him. So he got the whole room in suspense because I just walked in and he laid out immediately. So nobody's gonna tell Zoo. And I'm like, oh shit, what happened?
I didn't know what you had did.
I didn't know either.
Man, Zoo had on seven stones. I said he was going high level protection.
I think I had maxed out at my 4th one. And he came over close and he said, Zoo, 4 is enough.
4 is enough.
Oh, shit.
Speaking of
I told him that on stage. I speak about that on stage. I said, Cat is realer in a way that it's consistent. It's not just when you see him. He'll tell us real shit that won't nobody say nothing. And he'll come and just put you on. Hey, it's not you.
Man, speaking of good energy, man, some bad energy almost happened at the Beyonce Cowboy Carter tour this weekend. Beyonce had a malfunction at her concert. She was in a convertible car flying in the air, and the car tilted to one side.
What song was she doing?
Oh, shucks. It got silent in that joint. I wonder if the people underneath her just wanted to move. It's a woo! They don't know they're in danger. Woo!
Holding on for dear life, they happy.
We had to cut the song short. Look at them. All right, Troy, look at the picture.
Was she singing to the left?
Nah, she was singing Carriage.
Your carriage went out while you were singing Carriage?
Her courage started leaning on her.
Well, I don't mean to be dark, but somebody did get fired that day.
Somebody got fired.
I don't mean to go right to that, but
Can you imagine when she got off that car?
They knew they was fired before the car got to the ground. Oh man, we fired, bro. They took their little hats off. We fired. Nah, hurry up. Just shit. Damn, I told you not to.
He got fired immediately, huh?
On site, bro. What malfunction on your career? You ain't just fired. You can't work nowhere.
No, you can't go nowhere, man. This is
where was the last place you worked at is on your application, right? I was working the car for the Carter tour. The time it went sideways, you was working?
That was you? That was you.
Though. It was more of us on there though. I had my part.
Who was in control of the cables?
The dudes who dipped, they be drinking. The dudes on we had our side. The dudes on the other side, they the ones that messed up. So I'm like, I mean, you could check that to verify that, but I am still good on the job.
I don't know why my mind kept saying if I was a DJ, I would have cut the song. I would have put on a sitting sideways, boys in the day.
You in Houston.
I would have put some Houston stuff.
Sideways. She was ghost riding the whip in Houston.
Hey man, did you see the story? The man who got hired, who he was hired to mow lawns in North Carolina. He threw a whole house party at a mansion that wasn't even his.
He wanted to test out the lawn.
He was trying to test out if his seeds work.
How he gonna know if it? Yo, look how people look on there. I did that. Look at that. He went around all night. Focus group. How y'all like the lawn?
He tried to say it was for his kid's graduation.
His kid is 27.
He is 27 years old.
He graduated from getting a CDL. This is bullshit. Go ahead on with that, bro. You saw opportunity. You went for it.
You went for it.
What crazy is it gets a great reviews. Like if you're at the point in your career where you're doing mansions, right? You're doing good. Wow, messed that up.
It ain't a lot of us doing the mansions. You know what I mean? They got that. They got that on lock.
The summer just getting popping, dude. You was about to get money. You want to
He was gonna get all the money, man.
All you had to do was give it a week. People go by, who did your lawn? Oh, that's But you had to have a party, huh? You can't find a place and rent out a little spot somewhere else. You got to.
Nah, he couldn't do it like that, man. He had to do it real big.
Hey, this was This was an older dude. Ain't no way a YN did this. They know how to get to the Airbnbs and go berserk.
But you know he had to lie to somebody.
Yeah.
He was like, man, you know, I'm gonna have a party at my crib. You know, I got everybody coming.
Oh no, he told this lie, Red. Oh no, we cool. Me and the owners is cool. We boys, yo, we went to school. He went deep with the lie of the owner. We went to school together, you know, the typical. He had his money better than mine, you know. So we still boys though. He told me I could use the crib this weekend. Come through, pull up. And you know what happens when you tell one to pull up, two pull up, with four that they brought with the pull up, and the four brought more with the pull up, and the four turned to 8 with the pull up. Then it turned 16 deep with the pull up. Now about 150 with the pull up. Everybody damn done pulled up. The neighbor's like, what is this pull up? What is going on across the street?
The pull up. He had that Jamaican singer in the yard like, hold up, say, rewind.
All they heard from the neighbors, wheels.
What the hell is going on over there?
The HOA, the head of HOA done had a heart attack in the law.
No, Kern
do none of this.
Kern probably was at the gate. You know, it was 3 Kerns at the gate.
with cameras, camera crews. They were shooting their own videos. If you can see right here, this is where that's not their property. And I know there's the sound ordinance at 10 o'clock. We're a quiet community at 10 o'clock, and we don't allow for speakers that size on any lawn. We would never allow speakers that size, not in this community. There's a sound ordinance.
My white friends swear they don't like sound. They try to do that to us in DC. We playing our music loud at Metro PCS, my partner down there. Man, they try to shut them down. We shut the whole street down. Stop playing with us in our music.
As if people don't like music. Stop playing. The only people who don't like music is people who tight that day. You don't like nothing.
Man. So look, did you see this story of Lenore Sellers turned down $8 million NIL deal? They offered him $8 million. His father says, "You're 19. You don't need $8 million. We came here to get our education." I know Lenoris was like, "Come on, Pop, stop playing with me."
That's a hard discussion.
They gave me $8 million. Man, you don't need the $8 million. You need your education.
What am I getting educated about?
But Pop, I'm getting chosen in the first round of the NFL draft already. They talking about me, and I'm gonna have $8 million.
Pop, you know what I could do with $8 million? Educate myself and still have $7 million left over.
Educate others. He could have used that money to educate communities.
Now, see, we got to ask what level of education did Pops get to? Because he don't see the big picture. I'm only getting the education to go and get money, and they're giving it to me for my current abilities.
Oh, man.
And I'm how old?
He's 19.
He got plenty of time to get educated, Dad. Let him get his bag right fast. As a father, being serious, as a father, all you have to do is instill a contract in there that makes him keep his feet to the ground about the educational aspect after the fact. That's all.
Right.
Release a certain amount that says, all right, bam, and you're still going to go and pursue education, or at least you stay in the community. We
ain't hear all of that. We ain't hear all of that. But I understood what you said. My thing is, you know, saying it's $8 million. I'm pretty sure his friends was like, "What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?" You know, youngins be like, "What the hell?" I gotta announce the sponsors real quick. Shout out to Team Thrill. AAU basketball. Thanks to Commissioner Gina Wilson and Tony Wilson for their hard work, and with all our young people. You guys are doing an amazing job over there. Thank you so much for being the sponsors for the day. I got to bring Reggie in real quick. Reggie Carroll is somewhere in the back waiting, and I can't wait till you get in.
What it do, baby? What it
do? You almost put that out, man. Put that down, bro. We on real.
Oh shit! Oh, my bad. I didn't know I had that in my hand.
You did.
I didn't.
Is that attached?
It was actually stuck. You know, like I put so much saliva on it. I'm like, oh, it's not crackling pie.
I thought it was his finger.
If I wouldn't have said that, he probably would have hit it.
Yeah, that would have been on my hand the whole show for the rest of the show. I would have had 6 fingers.
Well, Smokey the Bear, welcome, Smokey the
Bear. What it do, Zay? Oh, I got the bag on my chest.
Hey, man.
In the morning. No, I got to put it in the wrong hand.
Put it in the 6-finger hand.
Oh, man. Look, man, I've been talking to you this week, and you know a lot been going on this week.
A lot.
Bring Reggie up. But a lot been going on this week. birthright citizenship, man, is the big thing. The Supreme Court, they kind of sided with President Trump about this birthright citizenship. And, President Trump said that was for the slaves, baby.
Right. See, people don't understand the United States of America. I'm indigenous to this place. Because I told you I got deported, right? They grabbed me from Cincinnati and took me from Detroit. I'm from Baltimore. They can't take me outside of America. Listen, the thing about birthright citizenships, the Mexicans and Latinos, they thought that's why they was like, okay, y'all next. They actually believed and thought black folks was immigrants. They thought we were immigrants. We was here before the white folks. Moors. I'm a straw man. I can travel with no driving license or insurance because I'm Americana. And guess what? If you go down in Mexico, if you look at their almanac statues, they got my face on them. Black men faces all on them. Tons and tons of pounds of statues. So we're not going anywhere. They can't take us anywhere. And then when they got here, we built their White House. We grew all their grapes. I really can't believe that they thought that black folks was going to get deported. Like, to where? To where? Detroit, Chicago, Baltimore, DC, Philly. They just gonna mix us up.
They can't get rid of us. We are natives, man.
We are indigenous.
We was here before they came. We finally realized that we were already here when they came. Africans already had.
We finally realized that. Because even when what was Agatha, when Africa was one continent, when it broke apart, we were still on that part of America land. We floated. Like, we always been on the land that we are. That's why the food here is good for us. That's why our culture is good for us. It's good for them too. What would they do without us? What would we do without us?
So look, speaking of President Trump, man, Candace Owens called Trump a chronic disappointment, bro. Like recently, and now Candace was on Trump's side for a long time. She was
Al Candace Owens? Al Candace.
She was campaigning for Trump, President Trump, and she was really on his side. But now, I guess, since the bombings and all the different things that's happened, she's really disappointed in President Trump. Now, what's your take on this, Reggie?
You reap what you sow.
More food references. More food references.
I got you. I'm a cook. Yo. I'm a cook. Put the burners on low. We're going to put the burners on low. You talking about Al Candace Owens, right?
Yeah.
I'm black. With it, Tucker Carlson, right? The black Tucker Carlson, right? Who voted for Trump 19 times, right?
I mean, some people change their mind, man. I mean, you got to give her at least that much, to change your mind. Some people have see things differently. A lot of people are changing their minds right now.
When you that deep, though, when you in that deep, and she married one of the Ku Klux Klan members and had her father give her away to him.
I
watched the wedding on YouTube. Yeah, I listen. You talking about Al Candace Owens? I know that young lady well. I'm a black Republican, right? I'm not a sellout. I'm a spy. I thought she was a spy.
Oh man! So look, speaking of spies. My man Derek Grace, he's not a spy, but he loves guns. He's training his children to know about guns. Did you see this video or situation?
I saw it.
What type of round in your hand?
9mm.
What type of round in your hand?
9mm again.
What type of round in your hand?
357 Magnum.
What type of round in your hand?
40.
What type of round in your hand?
223.
Good job. All right, man, you got 30 seconds to break these guns down. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go. 25 seconds left. 20 seconds left.
You take that joint far better than I do.
15 seconds left.
Hey.
10 seconds left. 6,
So
5, 4, 3, 2.
God.
Yeah, they played the Bachelorette music the whole time.
That is the Bachelorette music.
Talking about shotgun wetting in the making and shit. And she was blindfolded. You talk about a 6-year-old blindfold. She said, "Oh, that's a 9mm. Oh no, that's the same 9mm." He tried to trick her and cock it twice. Yeah.
223. That's a 223.
233. Yeah, that is a pump. Hey y'all. Oh yeah, that's the switch in that. And then she did it.
But you,
I'm proud of him, y'all. I'm proud of him, y'all.
I think-
am. That's a father. He gets the father of the year, y'all. Because I'm a girl dad. That's how we want all our daughters to go outside with all that ammunition, weapons, everything. Yeah, that's exactly at that age. Soon as they know it, come on, man. That's girl dad of the year.
Oh my God.
Yo,
Yeah.
I mean, you hear it click. She know what's what. That's a 9mm. She Rain Man of pistols. She the Rain Man of pistols, y'all. Remember when he dropped the pistol sticks all on the floor on the ground and he last 99-22? Yeah.
Man, I think
I'm proud of him. I am super proud of him.
y'all call in and let me know how proud you are or not proud of this. 202-912-0216. Let me know if you think that this little girl should be I guess handling a gun like this, or should she even know anything about this stuff? You know,
And I ain't being petty. And I'm not being petty. I'm just being ready. Hey, I like that segment. Let me say it again. She was blindfolded, yo. She was all like that. That's a 45. That's a 38. That's a 22.
Like, can you bring Sue back in, man?
Please do, Sue. We all got daughters.
I leave for a second. It didn't got violent. What happened?
You ain't see the little girl pulling, doing the gun.
Yeah, yes, that's nice.
You agree? You're a girl dad too, so you know.
Well, what happens when dad not around? Dad not gonna be around all the time, and the world is proving every day that they with the shits.
Wow.
So the baby girl gonna need a shit controller? Well, hey, this is how we control the shit.
Loosen
Let
they
me get that
valves.
up out you. Because the conversation different when they think she that nice with the thing. You tend not to raise your voice when you know she could.
Well,
Right.
you know, when I met my wife, she had that thing in him. It changed my perspective.
Buddy.
How you and y'all marriage last?
You ain't just coming in the house just saying anything. She might be mad that day. I don't know. She put that thing on you. You said what? About what?
Hilarious.
I didn't say nothing. I didn't say you pick my clothes up off the floor. Why would I do that?
Wait, and she
I
trained
did
to
the
know how to
law.
hit you in specific areas. Ding you in the hip. Ding.
Ow.
Ah, shit.
Well, you know, my wife is trained also to she's an investigator, a trained investigator. Former.
Right.
She done went to school for this, so you can't lie and you can't, you know what I'm saying? She see when your eyeballs move a certain way,
Right.
she's staring at you like to see if you telling the whole truth and
Body
nothing but the
language.
truth, so help you God. You know, I know there's other brothers out there the same way, live with an investigator.
Red, has she ever told you you got the right to remain silent? Like you ain't got to say nothing.
I mean, we was somewhere else. And I couldn't stay silent. and I could not stay silent. Oh man, we gotta call it, man. Call it.
Yo,
Caller, what's your name and where you from, bro?
Latanya Nelson from Detroit. Hi, Red. Hi, Zoom in. Hi, Reggie.
hey,
Hey, how you doing?
good morning.
I'm doing good. Good morning. I called to talk about this topic about the little girl learning how to use guns. I have a mixed. Well, first of all, I don't want to say I'm against her father teaching her because I think that's great. It's just that coming from Detroit, a lot of the children are being, have been killed by gun violence with a child, getting a hold to the gun and different things like that. So, of course, I got that side of it. But biblically, we do need to learn how to be armed. It's really not wrong to know how to use firearms. So teaching her early to be, to know what to do, she might have to protect her family. Who knows? Children have been put in that position from time to time that they have to, the whole family needs to be armed right now, to be honest with you. And our homes should have guns in our homes. So to teach her early, I really agree with the father.
Well,
I think she's learning. And she looks the girl is good at what she does. I can't even.
good is an
imagine.
understatement. Good is an understatement.
I'm telling you, I can't even imagine, Red. Even I wouldn't know the first thing to do. I would panic. I'm gonna be honest with you. But her, and I think that's a lesson for all of us. We need to teach our kids how to help the family or how to protect themselves in case of a situation, and firearms might be one of them. So I don't disagree with that.
Well, Latanya, we appreciate you every week when you call. We love you to death. Thank you so much for bringing.
Y'all too.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Man,
Right. I carry my firearms at all times.
Hey,
Got
You're not a
3 of them
girl.
on me right now.
But you're not a little 6-year-old.
I'm expert. I'm a Marine. I'm born killer. I'm trained.
that part.
In close gunfights, all that shit.
I think that's what sticks out, Red, is that this was a man who clearly knows weapons enough to teach his child every aspect, and including knowing how to take them apart in that.
Yeah.
I think that child's mentality and training with that is different than a kid who found it in the hood because somebody had it. You know what I'm saying? They in the black market getting guns because they know who could get them. They not learning the way dad is showing with
Right.
responsibility.
Right.
A lot of these little youngins, they just they don't know they
Right.
hit anybody.
Right.
It's really, it's no code to our community anymore when it comes to this situation. And I know I always talk about this. We gotta get back into the community and really get a code there. You know what I'm saying? They talk about this is a country of law and order, but what is our laws? And what is our
Right.
order in the
Right.
community? So we really need to discuss some of these things. I know, like, this story amazes me, man. Arthur Lee Crawford Jr. stole $11 million from a Hollywood movie mogul from prison. Yeah, from prison,
From
man. This
prison?
man, yeah, from prison. He did it from prison. June 8th, 2020, Cofield submitted via a purchase inquiry, money metal exchange in Idaho to get like this money from him. They asked him for identification. He had one of his partners send over a light bill and I think his address or some of his driver's license, and the bank transferred the $11 million to dude's account. He took the $11 million that day. He's smart and bought gold with it that day.
Mm-hmm.
So now he ain't no dumb criminal. He just got caught. But he should have been doing that on the outside. He should have been thinking maybe that's why he inside now.
I tell you how you flip this.
How?
Movie mogul. There's your movie right there. This a whole movie script. You will get your movie money right back. Whatever he took. Let somebody write this out, buy the rights to it, have somebody be in it. Let the dude that play Uncle Lulu in the Power series. Let him play the dude. Let Will Farrell could play the movie mogul.
Right.
Money right back.
Reggie,
Huh?
you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. I was like,
I'm good. Yeah.
I thought you was off camera for a second, but you ain't. You would've-
Almost.
Yeah. What you feel about Arthur, cuz?
What happened?
He didn't even listen to the story. He got unfocused. I think somebody came in his living room.
What happened?
He started eating old chips out his teeth.
He rebooted.
Yeah. Shit got a little loud. Oh, yeah, man.
No, we
I feel
good.
no. In my last train of thought was like, because we girl dads. Like my daughters are
No,
trained
we
with
passed that
physical
story. We
Okay.
way past that story.
Okay, where we at now?
He was rebooting. You know how computer reboot?
We was talking about
Mhm.
the dude who got the $11 million who was locked up in prison from the movie mogul, man.
He deserved it.
He back, Zoo.
If you
He
ain't
back.
knew he was in prison, man, he got all that money. You know how much commissary he got the prison on lock. How much noodles and stamped envelopes and baby powder? He had life, right?
He got life now if he didn't.
He got plenty.
I think I know who we need to let be the star in this movie. Reggie.
So you say,
Reggie?
I'll play him. I'll study him and everything, for real. He said he bought gold bars.
Yeah.
Coins.
Because that's where he visioned his life. Yeah, if I'm behind bars, I'm behind gold bars.
He back. He got rebooted.
You just watched the reboot live. In real time.
Quickly. Because my attention span and my focus point, I get shifted. I was shift. My bad.
We saw it live on TV just now. Everybody in the world, all these millions of people saw you get rebooted. It get booted back up. I booted you back up.
I'm talking about he went.
That's why y'all here. Y'all my big brothers.
Yeah.
People know. Anytime I get unfocused, y'all, and I'm on something different, my brothers bring me back to earth.
Hey man, this segment right is sponsored by, and I always wanted to give y'all see some of these great paintings on the wall. My man Ink One paintings over here. I want to always give the artist real love. So this segment is sponsored by Damon Pender, aka Picasso. He's done painted so many of these paintings on the wall. And my girl Renee Art, who was one of the greatest artists I know. So shout out to all the artists out there that's working hard to get your paintings seen and bought, and keep supporting these individuals. But that's who's sponsoring my show, second half of the show today. But I do want to bring it in the Daily Talk, my man Brandon Stenard. What's up, Brandon? Is Brandon in the building? Please say he is.
Oh yeah. We here. What's going on, fellas? Yeah. What's going on, folks? How y'all feeling, man?
What's up, Brandon, man? Welcome, man. Welcome this morning, man.
Yes, indeed. Happy Monday, fellas. So we're gonna jump straight to everything, man. You know that we gotta give the update on the Diddy case, man. And so far, Combs has pleaded not guilty to the federal charges that include racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking. Now, if he is convicted on all counts, he could face up to life in prison. The jurors are now receiving instructions from the judge to begin deliberating. After their finishing hearing from the instructions, the panel heard closing arguments from the defense and prosecution last week. And in his closing argument, defense attorney Mark, pardon me if I say the name wrong, Agnifilo, said to the prosecution that the case is exaggerated against Combs and showing evidence of his swingers lifestyle and personal drug problems, but not a criminal enterprise. In its rebuttal, the prosecution accused the music mogul of lawyers making excuses for him and blaming his victims. Now, the prosecutors urged the jurors to show Combs he is not above the law. Fellas, how do y'all feel?
Numb. Tired of hearing this shit every week. Sick of this shit every week. Ew. Every week I'm this. Ugh. All right. You messing my song catalog up like, yo. All right.
Hey,
Reggie said if he get out, he going to the first party.
The first party. The first party.
The come home party. He said the coming home party.
It's gonna be BYOB. It's gonna be BYOB.
I know that's right.
What's your baby on?
Mine.
I can't be supplying it no more.
No, but for real, like, what's your prediction though? Like I know it's predictions out there. Like my prediction, I'm gonna tell you my prediction. I think he's gonna come home. I don't know if they're gonna let him out immediately. They might try to get him with one of them little baby charges, just to slap. But he definitely coming home quick. My dog in here. Come here.
Brian said that bullshit.
Yeah.
Brian came in. Hell no, he not.
He don't like it. He coming home. He coming home.
Don't let that nigga come home.
You said who had to do? Who had to do?
Hell no. Good thing he's not on the jury.
Oh man. Right.
Hey man, hold up, man. We got special guests in the building too, man. My man, is it Larry in the building? Please say he is. Please say Larry Sanders is here.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
There we go.
Man, how y'all doing, man? How y'all doing?
Good morning, bro.
Show, baby.
Man, what up? What up?
What's up, Larry?
Let me make y'all full screen, man.
Thank you for coming to the show this morning. It is a beautiful time, man. Thank you for blessing us with your presence. This is the last day of men's mental health month. You know that, right?
Oh yeah. They trying to cut it off, man. It don't stop. The shit don't. We go. This the struggle, man. You know what I mean? Mental health is real, man. We do this daily. So, it's a good month, but we got to keep this thing rolling.
But a lot of people don't even like give us our love during this month, man. And it's the last day. I don't know if I felt like my mental health is all the way solved.
I mean, it's a conversation. I think it's a month to have a conversation. Did they have a celebration? Was it a parade? What happened?
Nah, this ain't Mother's Day now.
What do we do? I mean, Father's Day came too. Father's Day came to wit. It was cool. I took my kids to the store to get them a present for me for Father's Day. Nobody else was gonna do it, so I said, "We go." They're like, "Okay, it's Father's Day." Okay,
we need both of those days on the same day.
Man,
mental health and Father's Day need to land on the same day.
No, for real. It's funny. My son's birthday is on Juneteenth, and it was on Father's Day, and it was Juneteenth 1 year, the year he was born.
What?
It was the best. It was one of the best days ever. I ain't gonna lie. I got 4 kids though, but yeah, he's got a special birthday.
No, but having 4 kids, man, what parenting advice would you give people, and what have you learned from being like a parent, like the do's and the don'ts?
Man, I tell you, I've learned a lot from being a parent, especially about myself. I constantly use my kids as a mirror, like a reflection. I ask them, what can I do better? How can I better our relationship? And I got a 14-year-old, I got an 11-year-old, I got a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old. So it's just listening, like you gotta listen to each one of them individually. They all got their own individual needs and wants and relationships with you. So you gotta just nourish them. And I have 3 from my first marriage and 1 from my last relationship. And my responsibility is just to really bring them together. Make sure they always are around each other and they grow up together and they know each other for real. My youngest, he's nonverbal, so he's a little bit on the spectrum, but his communication, he communicates, he just doesn't speak. So it's just important that they have that relationship and they grow up together. I got siblings as well, and I'm a big family man, so that's big for me.
Man, you know, but we've been talking. We talk on this show all the time because you know, Zoo's a girl dad, Reggie's a girl dad. You know, I'm a girl dad, and Zoo got
You got a
son.
girl too.
Yeah, you know, Zoo got a son, and Reggie got 19 sons. You know, Reggie has more than anybody, us all put together. Put it that way. You know what I mean? And you know, I remember back in the day, big families was the thing. Now to make it seem like if you have a big family, you know it's bad.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's economic. Like my father was one of 10. And you gotta think back then you had to have a lot of kids because you were sending them out to the groves and to the fields to go bring that money back. You know what I mean? That was important. Now it's not like that. Now kids are more of a broke roommate. They just in the fridge all the time. Like, what's going on? Listen, my kids, they be like, I'm hungry. I be like, do you know a kid can go like 2 days? I think they go about 2-3 days without food. Water different, but you know, you ain't got 3 meals a day is a luxury. Y'all know that, right?
My kids stay in the kitchen, yo. Every time it's like a Friday movie. Every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen. All the food.
They weren't playing. But yeah, so yeah, you know, I got big kids. They eat a lot, but you know, I think it's important to be present. You know, y'all can contest to being successful men, right? And always working and holding things up. You know, speaking to men's mental health and holding things up, and not something when you really successful like that, it's hard to have time with your family. It's hard to have time with your kids. You know what I'm saying? When you always building and all. So something has to give. And hopefully just you just hope they understand that one day and they have a good relationship with that and they understand that a lot of what daddy does you don't see. You see a lot what mama does. You know what I'm saying? But what daddy do, you don't see a lot what he does, but you feel it. You know what I mean? You were born and you benefit from it, but it's you know, it's not always recognized and appreciated.
I don't even think people know what daddies are here for sometimes when you little. Like when you little, you know you get the love from dad, you get the information from dad. But it's like, I don't know. It was just different than the mama relationship, you know? And I don't know if I gave him enough love. I don't even know if I gave my pops enough love, like the respect until later in life, you know?
Later in life.
Understanding like that little word he gave me, that little thing he gave me, that joint helped.
Yeah. And that's what you got to remember. Like, you got to remember that relationship. Because I think about that with them. I say certain things and I implant certain things and I plant seeds and I know it's not going to resonate to later. You know, I'm going to go through a whole phase where they don't appreciate me. They don't understand me. They you know, they hate me. It's like they think you Superman and then they find out you're flawed and then they demonize you and then they humanize you. Once they start hitting them steps in life and they start having to be the one and they be like, hey, how did daddy wait time? Because I had that revelation with myself. Like, hey, my dad, you know, he went through a lot. He fought through a lot to make sure he was around and do certain things. So, you know, it's things you don't really appreciate till you go through sometimes.
Man.
Hey, bro, let me ask you. What would you say? Because we know we got these connective tissues missing for our family setups, right? What would you say is an activity that could at least be, let's get back to doing this regularly, family-wise, that'll bring us closer regularly?
You know, I was just having a conversation with one of my cousins and, you know, me going to the NBA and going off to LA and just traveling the world, disconnect from my family for real, you know. And I grew up, we had events every month, and it was usually my dad putting it on at my dad's house, and all my family came over, and my aunties, my uncles, my cousins, and we always were together. And we talking, I'm like, man, this is missing. We need to do this. We need to have this time where we all together, and my kids know their cousins, and you know they grow. Yeah, it's missing because we're not in the hood no more. We're not there no more. We're not there to be, you know.
It's missing, and somebody in our family was always that person to put it together.
Yeah,
we all came, but when that hierarchy leave, sometimes nobody picks the ball up.
Yeah.
You know, I think they do it now, but they've monetized it.
What you mean, Zoo?
Like they still get together, but it's flashy. It's, you know, it ain't about the togetherness of people. It's about the flashiness of people. So we'll get an Airbnb, we'll throw some food out there, and it's a bunch of people there, but they ain't congregating in a way that family do.
Hey,
You leave feeling something when you leave from family. You leave
know,
feeling
because all the cousins on their phones in their separate rooms. Everybody, ain't nobody really, ain't nobody dealing with each other. You know, they ain't going
right.
through, you know, and it's you know, it's that technology that's kind of getting in the way right now. But you know, we humans, and we done been through a lot more than I think we give ourselves credit for. And you know, this technology era is crippling right now, but we're gonna get through it and figure it out, because you know, all it takes is the lights to go off. You know, electricity just don't come out of the ground. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? People understand that it can just boom. You know what I mean? And they say solar power, this and that. Okay, well, anyway, the lights turn off, we'll get back to it. It'll probably take a couple days, but we're gonna figure it out, and the communities will form. You know, families will get back, because it's a survival thing. You know, we in the luxury stage right now in life where we, you know, people can do things that don't matter. Like, not to say anything about, you know, anybody, but if you put 6 people on the spacecraft and y'all go and say, we got to go make, you know, the human race in a whole nother planet, it's going to be some rules and regulations for them 6 people that they can and can't do for survival. And when you list them out, everything else is a luxury. You know, we got more than 6 people. You know what I mean? We can kill still, dude. You know, but if we did, you know, if one of those 6 people show any sense of, like, you know, deception or deceit, they'd be exiled. They wouldn't even be a part of the community. You know, there are rules. So, you know, we just get back to the basics sometimes, and it you know, show us how we should function.
Well, you know, being an ex-NBA player, and what's some of the crazy stories? You got any crazy stories, man?
Wait, what we doing? Because
we ain't talking about baby oil type stories. Now,
what kind of stories?
I mean, I got some. I've seen some amazing things. You know, I've been a part of some amazing situations. I done seen, you know, I'd have been to, like, you know, a Hugh Hefner pajama party. I ain't never been to a Diddy party. I heard y'all talking about that. I ain't never been to a Diddy party. But I done been around, you know what I mean? And you know what, man?
And it wasn't like they talk about.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing is.
We had a great time. Everybody was partying and dancing. It was beautiful.
I'm not a big believer in clickbait. I know what it takes to get viewers and people to look at you, and you never. I mean, it's media. You know?
You're right.
They doing their job.
Hey, man. And the good thing about life, you know, so many people trolling out there. You don't know what's going on. They troll heads.
Man, UFO really come drop down. Aliens. I mean, when they talk about aliens was in Miami. Remember when they talked about that? It's like,
I think that's real.
Nah, ain't no way.
Remember they said that? They said,
I ain't never believe it.
You ain't never believe it?
You know why? Because you telling me you got a battalion of police out there and civilians in a right to carry state and stand your ground, and ain't nobody shoot at a 10-foot tall black alien. Y'all are shot at 5-foot tall dudes named Elion. For nothing. Ain't nobody cock off at the alien.
There was more light skin than him.
Ain't nobody. Pop, 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 pop. Nobody.
You never know. It's an alien.
Nobody cocked off, yo.
He probably
they said my man got caught in the portal, man. The wrong portal, came through the wrong portal, went to Forever 21.
And ain't eat no food, all that international human cuisine. He ain't eat nothing.
Oh shoot! Hey, we gotta bring my girl. I don't know if you want to stay around, bro, or you know what I'm saying, but I gotta bring my girl Ariel in, cause
Ariel,
she's somewhere close.
Hey,
Ariel, what you on a rocket chair today?
You always say I'm in the car Well, I'm not home, so I'm outside now.
What's up with it?
What's up, y'all? Hey,
Man.
y'all. Hey, Zoo Man.
What's happening?
Man, Reggie somewhere around here. But look, did you hear about the escaped New Orleans inmate Anton Massey captured after 6-week manhunt?
That was an inside job. Somebody had to tell on him. Absolutely not. No, he went that far. Like somebody told on him, and I'm pretty sure the money that they trying to get, they ain't even gonna get it. I would have been pissed. I woke up and the marshals outside my house. I was like, "What? Nobody knew I was here." Like I would have told on everybody. Yeah, everybody going down. I promise you.
Ariel, was it one of the other ones who got caught?
Yeah, it's only one left. That the one that killed 4 people. Yeah, I wouldn't bother him though. Let that man stay out. Like he already done did enough. Leave him alone. He took 4 with him. Leave him alone. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. But it's one the one that they you saying leave him all the way alone, huh?
Leave him alone. And that's the one the auntie said, turn yourself in. Ho, did you say that from the Bermuda Triangle? Because I would have never said that was my nephew. No, I wouldn't have got on the what? I said nothing. I don't know him. He took 4 bodies before he got out. Like, no.
Yo.
Guys, we got my man Larry Sanders here with us today, Ariel. I don't know if y'all ever met each other, but you know what I'm saying, ex-NBA player. You used to play for the WNBA, right?
Me? Only balls that I dribble is, it ain't no basketball.
Larry know how to he teach camps on dribbling.
Y'all can have that. I don't want to dribble them balls. I like other balls, honey. Any balls. Golf balls, I don't care for no basket.
Oh man, hey Larry, man, I just have to tell you, man, thank you for stopping through our crazy show this morning, man, on the last day of Men's Mental Health Month, because Ariel and them don't care about our mental health no more.
Yeah. Oh Lord, yes we do. We just just a little bit. Yes we do.
What you do to celebrate, Ariel?
You know what? You got me.
Who
I had a crab boil yesterday. You know what? I did. I had some blue crabs for y'all yesterday. Yeah.
For us.
Yeah. When I threw all them potatoes and stuff, I said, "Oh, this remind me of somebody here," and threw it in the pot. Yeah, I had a good night.
Look, this the last day, man. You can still get something in. Go find a dude who looks stressed and scratch his beard for him.
Yeah, in this world, I'll probably get a bum bump. I'm not doing that. Okay. Red, we coming to the trail ride now. Let me get my ticket.
Crazy. Hey, Larry, you invited to our trail ride in Virginia, Red Grange, Virginia trail ride. It's gonna be crazy. And we want to we appreciate you for stopping through our crazy show this morning, Larry. And anything you want to give them all the information that they need to keep following your journey and the things you're doing out here.
So I do. Right now I'm in the midst of doing a lot of camps, doing a lot of youth camps. Just came back from Egypt. I'm going to the West Indies and going back to Egypt, back to Africa in August. But you can check my camps out at the SandersHouseFoundation.com. Hit me on there. I got a production company right now that I'm working with. So I'm in the midst of putting a lot out right now. I've been building since I left the NBA. I retired when I was 26. So now I'm about to be 37. And I've done music with Drake. I've cut records. So, you know what I'm saying? Got into art and fashion. So clothing line about to come back out. The pandemic kind of put a stop to that. But it's just time to kind of put out a lot of the things I've been creating on the film side, fashion side, art side, and my youth camps. So check that out.
Man, we appreciate you for stopping through, man. The one and only Mr. Larry Sanders, the second.
Yes,
man, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Oh, yeah. Look, let me say this to you. I'm going to mute your mic, Zoo. Ariel, the lunch. We found an old story. You know how things come back on your timeline. You know, like your phone be having that old memory stuff. And you be like, why is that picture still in there? We had a story and that came up. The lunch lady who paid, she paid some kids to beat up a 4th grader who called her a B. That story came back up on our timeline. Now, if you was the lunch lady, do you think the lunch lady was wrong?
She dead wrong.
Okay, good.
Dead wrong. Because if I was any of them kids' mom, I would have tore her ass up with that register and the lunch trays. I promise you, she would have ate that spaghetti and that roll that day. Promise. That hoe would have had all the cafeteria numbers on her face. I would have had everybody's lunch number implanted on her forehead. Huh? Hell no.
Not planted on her forehead.
I promise. She would have had 2, 3, 7, 9, 6 everywhere. She would have had an implanted number, a DOC number, something. She would have had it all.
Oh man,
Now, y'all know that's not her first time.
No,
this is just when she got caught.
Yeah. She's
been putting hits on kids.
That's scary. As a teacher, no, she ain't even a teacher. That's scary.
The lunch
bullies.
The lunch ladies is real though. You know, they always had attitude problems. Lunch ladies don't be playing already.
Yeah.
So I don't know what your lunch lady was. My lunch lady was never cool. And I mean, through all the levels of my life, all the way through college, they all had attitude problems from being lunch ladies. I don't know what it is, but they are mean.
That pizza, you know that that pizza you got to warm up, that shit will make you angry. Like seriously, they had to do like 500 of them for that whole day. I'd be pissed off too. And now y'all want to rant. Y'all want to rant, and I just put 500 pieces in that. Go to hell. Tell your mama to feed you. Like I get it.
Oh,
that shit is hard, nigga. They in there separating sheetrock.
Yeah. They sitting there putting plywood on the table. Like I would be pissed off. You want to rant? Get out my face.
Hey, Troy, bring everybody in, please.
Oh shit.
Whoever's here.
Hey, what's the going rate though? I know this is petty, but how much do you pay a kid to go get at another kid?
$20. $20. You can go right down to y'all little store in the school, and I'm sure he bought all his friends some stuff with that $20.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hey, so the last story. I know we're a little over time, man, but I got to talk about this. Lil Baby says it was for show, for show, who left the shoes, the PS5, and the bullets in the Airbnb. I don't know about y'all, but I'm checking all the drawers from here on out before I'm leaving these places.
Wait, he left bullets?
Yeah,
bullets.
A PS5. You talking about bullets? A PS5.
PS5 costs more than the bullets. I need that.
Right. Like you got a whole game.
He got 5 PS5s.
Did you see all the shoes though?
Rumor has it he left some money in that joint too, with like over 10 pair of Air Force Ones, white ones. Yeah.
I would have cashed out that shit.
Yeah.
Who told? Why did they say something?
The owner.
The owner.
He did a whole tour. He did, as you can see, one of our.
But he stayed there a month.
You know what they left off of the list of things?
What?
Nobody ever recovered the weed.
I was just gonna say the weed.
The whole pound of weed. If you left bullets, a PlayStation, sneakers, you left weed.
Yep.
They did find something under the pillow though. They blurred it out. They ain't say what they found under the pillow.
Don't tell us. Yeah.
Please don't tell us. There's too much going on with men. Don't please.
Hey, watch it. It's our last day, Mental Health Month.
That's why I said hold everything, because y'all is on the fire this month. Everybody coming out. 260 million. Y'all just getting hit left and right.
Hey, women ain't even know how much mental health we had. Y'all ain't even know. We all crazy.
It's really sad though, because it's a lot of people that's preying on these men, and then they mental afterwards. It's really sad. I really feel bad for a lot of the men though. Except the
file for an
deadbeats.
extension?
Except the deadbeats. I don't feel sorry for no deadbeat man. No crackhead. I don't feel sorry for none of y'all motherfuckers. The
Ariel,
real men that's going.
Who we got to talk to file for an extension for a month? Like if we
Yo.
want to get 2 more weeks in.
Yo, President, he said it's too many days that ain't been paid. So you know he can add on another couple days for y'all. He got the power to do it all. He done.
This is why our mental health messed up. We don't have no days off.
Yes, you do. The president will give y'all 2 more days, honey. He done pardoned everybody.
He said we're gonna give you 2 more days off in the slave field, so you make sure. It was about the slave babies. It's about the slave babies. But I digress, man. Look, man, I want to thank y'all for coming on again, taking y'all time. My man Zooman Miller, Evan Media, my girl Ariel Jenkins. Make sure you follow her crazy page, and my man Brandon Sinard and Reggie Carroll, man. But y'all know how I do at the end of the show, man. We gotta do a red med moment where we can get our spirit right and just have a meditation for a second, because a lot of times we don't meditate. We don't have that energy to go on. Some of us living in a situation where we feel like we at our last line of last rope. So today's med moment will be open. Be open-minded. Have your spirit be open. You know, just be open. You know, open your eyes. See what's around you. You know, a lot of times we get focused in with blinders on and we can't open up. So just be open. You know, open your heart up to other people. You know, be open to laughter. Be open to breathe more. Take it in, man. Be open. Forgive people that you know, might not forgive. Just be open to forgive. You know, we all have a key to open up the doors that we have closed, and we got to use it. You know, open makes you feel better. Believe me, from a person who's been closed. But open just make you feel so much better. Don't worry about what they saying about you. Don't worry about what they talking about. It don't matter. Just breathe and be open. You know, life comes at us one time. The door is open. Run through it now, because it might close. So today will be an open day. Open up, because you deserve freedom. You deserve happiness. You deserve all that God got for you. So don't close. Open. It's Red Grant. Red Grant in the morning. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all subscribe, share, and like. And don't be stingy with this show. All right? It's changing things. It's changing the world. But stay open, y'all. Love y'all. See y'all next Monday, same time, same place, 10 a.m. See you later.